Hello, welcome back to Rich Tech. Today we'll attempt to repair this old MagSafe charger, and it's an odd one because it's a rectangle rather than a normal square shape relatively of a MagSafe charger. This is an old type of a MagSafe charger. This is 85 watt and it's a MagSafe 1. Just to give you a comparison, let me put this 85 watt on top of it. This 85 watts, we put it on top of it so that you can see what I'm talking about. Now see that space is overlapping the new MagSafe by a huge margin. So this is an old MagSafe charger, and they used to have these T-shaped connectors, which are like today's MagSafe 2 connectors, but this is a white one with a plastic covering, and it fits in a MagSafe 1 or MacBook charging port. And the problem with this old MagSafe charger is right here, the connector. The last two pins on the right side are sunken, burnt, and destroyed, so this connector cannot charge any MacBook. Let me show you this clearly. You can see it from this side. The last two pins are sunken. So I'm going to remove this cable, and I have a replacement cable which I got from an old MacBook charger too, this one. And in comparison, you can see this has all the pins upright and perfect. So I'm going to open this. If you don't know how to open a MagSafe charger, you can go to my previous videos and you see how to open it. Now I'll open it and then we'll get back to this. This is how this MagSafe charger looks from the inside. Wow, this is interesting. Some of us have never seen this. Maybe some of you viewing have never seen this kind of a MagSafe charger. This is how it is on the inside. That's the casing, long casing. Let me try to open up this place and see how it looks on the inside. Now this is as far as I could go. I tried opening those screws, but they're difficult to open, but we don't need to go there. So just open to give you a sneak peek into how this charger has been made. This is very interesting. It shows how Apple makes these MagSafe chargers. They are durable, they last long. This should be like over 10 years old and still going strong. I'll attempt to replace the cable and see if it's still working, but I'm pretty sure that was the problem. The two sunken pins at the end was the problem. So let's cut it here and remove the cable. So out with the old cable, in with the new. But before we do that, let's remove this. There's a cable holder. Wow. See, no cost was spared in making this charger. Let us peel off the insulation and see if this is working first of all before we continue with the repairs. Now to test this old MagSafe charger, I thought it would be befitting to use an old MacBook Pro. It's a very old machine, and we'll use it to test this. It's very interesting. I usually like to test for input first of all in any MagSafe charger that I test. So test for input. You have your power cord. Make sure the power is flowing through here, and you attach it to the charger. Be keen on to hear if there is any sound. If there is a sound, a popping sound coming from this end, you know this MagSafe charger has input. Now let's hear this out. Hear that? It's a good sign. Now let's go ahead and test if it can charge this MacBook. Now we've got the replacement cable connected to the MacBook, and connect the ends of the cable to this output of the charger. We want to be keen on this point. We want to see if this is charging by looking at the light, the green and then the amber, which is normal for any working charger and connector. And also be careful, this electricity is flowing through here. If you're doing this, you be careful you do not touch any of that. You don't want to get an electric shock. So connect the two, and that's a good sign. You can see green and then amber. This MacBook is charging. The MagSafe charger is good, the cable is good. So let's connect these 2 points. Now soldering is straightforward. We solder the black to the black wire. And then insulate that point with some insulating tape. Next, solder the positive of the V out wire. I've already applied solder to both ends of these wires, so it's only a matter of attaching them together. That's simple. And then insulating it again with the insulating tape. And we are done with that. Before closing up the charger, it is important to test if it is working. So I've connected it to a power source. So next I'll connect it to this MacBook, and that's a good sign. It's a green right there, then amber showing it is now charging the MacBook. Now I can go ahead and close it without any doubts or worries. We'll join the two halves of this casing of the MagSafe charger using super glue, and I will apply super glue to these edges. So apply glue to this raised area of the power input. Then while the glue has not yet set, we quickly replace the clips at the end of the charger, then put the casing on top. And here we are. That's your result, an old MagSafe charger for an old MacBook restored for a new lease of life. If you like this content, kindly consider subscribing, liking and sharing. I really once again thank you for your time. Cheers.